Hi everyone, Great Power 60 here. So I have got big disappointment. I went to get a few things to organize my craft center, and you see that beautiful little, actually it's not little, it's quite large, that wooden, it's a carousel and it's got drawers. And when I just picked it up off the shelf. I didn't examine it. And one corner is chipped right off. Now, I don't know if she packed it that way or whatever, because I was very careful. I put it in my car seat, so I was really, really careful. And it was expensive, so I got to go back to Michael's, bring it back. I went to the solution place. What is it called? Solution Organizing Your Living Solutions. Um, and I picked up 4 of these. These are not for my crafts. These are going, they were $3.97. So say $4. Might as well say $4. And I got 25% off because they were marked down from $7.98 to $3.97. So I got 4 of them, and these are going to be organizers under my sink. I'm going to be taking out. I was watching At Home with Nikki, how she organized. I can't afford what she has, but this was a good close second solution for me anyway. And I was looking at the Dollar Tree, and they only had, sorry, let me get that plastic off. My cat's gonna love it. Um, these are stackable, which I really like, and the top comes off. And I wanted something very clear. And what At Home with Nikki was doing with hers, because I need to reorganize under my sink. You know when you have like a half a box of uh, stainless steel jet pads or whatever they're called. And she said, you know, if you cut them in half or in quarters, she cuts them in quarters, but for me, it'd be half. Cut them in half, they last longer because you don't always use it and then they get rusty, you know, if they've been sitting. So she cuts them in quarters, but anyway. And she puts them in these, and her extra sponges she puts in these. Her and you know, I can stack them up under the sink, and they're going to look really, really nice under there because they are stackable. She also puts her sponges in there. I don't have a dishwasher, but she puts her dishwasher pods in here, and all kinds of things like that. And these are tall enough that I can also put any little tool things that I have that are under my sink that require to stay there. Not tools, because they go in my toolbox. But I thought these would be really great for breaking down the boxes of the other things that I have. I'm just going to put them here like this. You know, and they stack. I love the fact that they stack. And you know, they're narrow and they're tall, so I'll be able to put stuff in there. I am going to take you along, videotape my cleaning out the cupboard, but what I'll do is I'll show you a before, then I'm going to, you know, fix these and fill them all up and put them in there. So I picked up that, and I also picked up one of these. Now this was a little more expensive. It was $10 for this container that we can open up, and it has all these sections. Now, I don't want to use these sections. I don't really need them. So I can take them out and use them in my drawers, use them anywhere. I mean, I may keep them in there for now, but I can take them out, and that way I have got this free and clear to put some of my current embellishments in here, because I'm finding these bins are great for the time when I have them. I'm going to give those to my daughter-in-law. I am going to once a month buy myself these. They're flatter. Things spread out better, so I can have a look at it better. And I really, really like the fact that it lays there and we can just flip it open and sort through whatever you need. I may very well keep these in here. I don't know yet. That was not my plan. So I went back to Michael's. I picked up my little carousel there. It really was. It's going to fit perfect on that little white table thing that little, two-tier uh, stand that I had painted this summer that I had videotaped myself doing that. Let me get the other bag. I hadn't planned on showing all of this stuff, but while I'm here, I might as well show you what I picked up. Now, the last time I was at Michael's, they had these. I had bought 3 of them. These are for scrapbooking paper, and mine's fantastic. Now, remember, I had a big, sort of under the bed with a white top kind of container that I had all my paper. It's kind of all spread out. These are so fantastic, and I needed a couple more. And I love the fact that they're flat and they're stackable, so I got 2 more. They were $4.49 for those, so I picked those up. Now these better not be dented or broken or anything, or I'll be really ticked off. Okay, so I've got 2 more of these. And I wanted one a little bit smaller than this. That's why I picked up this blue one. Well, it's blue because it's blue. Because I wanted it a little bit smaller for my, my die cuts and things like that. I wanted to put them in there. So I picked those up. I think I might even get rid of this bookcase and get rid of all this stuff if I can get it all organized. I don't know yet. I'm still working on it. So my plan was to fix up my table over there with my little carousel that I had bought. Oh, I'm so disappointed that, see it right there. It is, oh, I should show it to you. I should show it to you. And it was not cheap. I mean, it was an extravagance for me. I really should not have bought it. But look at this wonderful carousel. Isn't this gorgeous? And look at this corner. I was so upset, and what's upsetting is this little drawer can't open properly now, that this is like this. And believe me, I was so careful with it. But look at all the sections that I have. These are elastics. You can put things in between. Got some drawers. There's 3 little drawers. There's 2 little hangers like that. I loved it, and I wanted one for a long time, and I know I shouldn't have spent the money on it because it was expensive, especially after already picking up this. So I'm going to bring it back tomorrow. I wanted to have it all organized tonight. Tonight was the night I was going to do it. So while I was there, they had this. It's called Desk Washi Tape Dispenser. And it has 2 little containers there. You could put like glue or scissors or whatever in there. This little bin, and it's in a little box, and it's made of the same wood. But look what you can do. So this was regularly 16 something, and I got it for $8 at Michael's. And because I saw this beside it, I think it was $19. 20, might as well say 20. But you got 2, and they stack right on top. They have dowels to stick in there, and there's all my washi tape. So it can come out of my, oh, you can't see it because my sweater's in the way, but you know my rolling drawer bin that I have with all the drawers in it. I got all the washi in the top. So I was really excited to have my whole organized, get things off of there, get stuff into containers, and then that happened. And I am so disappointed. So I'm going to bring it back tomorrow and exchange it. There was one that was on the shelf from my eye level. It was just above my eye level, actually. It was a little higher than me. And I saw that the corner was dented on it or damaged. So I picked one up beside it, but I didn't look at it, and I never even thought of it. They were all packaged, and I was very, very disappointed. So anyway, that's what I got to do tomorrow. So I just wanted to share this little haul. Oh no, I got some more goodies here. I forgot. So I picked those up. I really, and then I found these smaller containers, and these are the ones I was looking for, but bigger than this. Bigger than this, smaller than the other one. But these are okay for now for some of my embellishments. The ones that are too bulky and high to put in my drawers, because I've got a lot of my stickers and stuff in there. And then I picked up, this is just Halloween sprinkles. Today I was at my daughter's. I don't have any granddaughters. I was at my daughter's babysitting the boys. I got up at 6 this morning to be at her house for 7. So I got a lot of my washing done. And the boys and I had some fun, but I didn't have these sprinkles. We're going to do it next week. I have another project. So I brought some chocolate melts, marshmallows, some lollipop sticks, and some other kind of sprinkles. They were more the Christmas ones. And what I did is, while they were downstairs, I dipped the marshmallows into the chocolate, and then I got the boys to pick whatever sprinkle they wanted so they could, do it themselves. Kind of fun. And I didn't do very many. I made maybe 10 of them, 10 little marshmallows. Well, they're not little, big marshmallows. So next week, there's some cookies that I have to dip, they're wafers, to dip into some chocolate and use some sprinkles. And because it's getting closer and closer to Valentine's Day, so I picked up the pink melts. Now, I went to Party City. Party City, these were more expensive at Party City than they were. These were 3 something. I don't think I have my bill in here. No. These were 3 something, these candy melts, at Michael's, and they were 4 or 6 something at Party City. I'm sure I could get them in other places, but I think Bulk Barn had them. I could get them. What I like about Bulk Barn is that I can buy them, but in smaller quantities if I don't need the whole bag. So anyway, I got the pink ones to go for Valentine's Day. And then I saw these. They were all, I think, 40 or 50% off at Michael's. Most of their Valentine stuff, baking goods and decorations. I think they were like 40 or 50% off. So this was $3.99, so I must have got it for like, I don't know, $2, $1.50, something like that. $2 probably. Anyway, I know this is for making these rings. That's not what I want it for. I want this to use in my pocket letters. And I thought they were really cute patterns. So I thought I would use them for I'm going to try those flip books because I really, they look so fun. And I've never tried them, so anyway. And then I picked up this. This is stickers. And it's love letter, but it's kind of like there's stamps and post office stuff, different designs, but they look like they got little stamps and cute things and keys, and I just thought it would be fun, and these ones are very sparkly. I don't know if you can see the sparkle in there. There we go, a little bit of sparkle in there. I thought these were fun. So, and then I picked up these. Okay, these are the last little bit. So these were $1.50 each, and I've picked these up before and I've used them, but this is the black and white. I really wanted to get some different ones because I've got yellow, I've got white, I've got beiges and browns and earth tones. So I picked up the black and white, and I picked up the blue, the darker blue, because I'm always looking for those, and I never have them. And I really like using these for trimming my pocket letters. Anyway, and then at the two, well, they're $1.50 each. I wanted to pick up these. I was watching one of the girls that was doing, gosh, I'm going to have to link her site down there so you guys can go have a look. She's got full tutorials. She's from Perth, Australia. And she was using these, and she said they're so fun because you can write your own, if you ever pick them up, these are stamps. If you ever pick them up, there's so much fun to write a personalized note using these. And it's true. So anyway, so I picked that up. It was $1.50. And then I picked up this glitter glue, and it's silver. I've never used glitter glue, but a couple of things I wanted to do, I thought, oh, I would have liked to have had that. Because that would have been nice so that when it hardened underneath whatever is see-through, that, it'll sparkle. Whatever. And that's it. That's my haul. That was way, way too much money that I had spent. I hadn't planned on it. This I was really looking for. That, and purposely I was going only to pick up 2 more of these. And I think that that's all I'm going to need is these 2. What I tried to do was put them in order of occasions. Like the red one I have, I've put my Halloween and my Christmas together. So I think what I will do is separate these 4 that I have now into spring, autumn, winter, whatever, for the papers. So that I'd have the 4 seasons, and then at least I'd know. And I'll probably end up putting the Christmas one. Well, I think I'll leave the Christmas one in the red one, because I know it's Christmas. But I think I'll put the other, for the other 4, because I have 5 altogether now. And separate those into the 4 seasons, and then I can just put the Halloween ones in with the fall ones and things like that. So that was my haul. I've got some baking to do. I've got a couple of videos to do, and I just thought I would share my. I'm so disappointed. So disappointed. When you spend a lot of money on something and you bring it home and it's damaged, it really is upsetting. Anyway, I'll go back to Michael's tomorrow, and then I'll have to do the rest of my. I'm anxious to get all of this. Maybe when I'm done, I will do a little video on it and show you how I put it together. I needed to get some height over there. I needed to get some stuff sort of back and out of the way, up high, without buying shelving. And this was really an extravagance. I know I didn't need it, but I liked it. Alrighty. Thanks for joining me, and hopefully the next video I'll be showing you, or taking you along with, is going to try one of those flip books. I'm not good at it. Usually what I do, if I'm trying something for the first time, like when I did pocket letters, I usually have the video on, the tutorial on, so I can kind of get an idea. I mean, they have their own decorating ideas, and they have their own things, and I have my own, but it gives me sort of an idea. She did a smaller one, and then she did a 6x6. So we'll see how that goes. I'm not sure. I mean, you don't have to make them that big. 6x6, it can be smaller. But I'm going to give it a try tonight. All right, guys. Thanks for joining me. We'll see you again soon. Bye for now.